what's caused you to extent you feel comfortable talking about, but to leave that firm
Yeah.
to go to another firm? What was the transition? What were your goals looking like that led you to make those changes, not stick with the same person?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think it's really interesting that both you and I come from a Middle Eastern background, and we have obviously ties to other countries, and we didn't think about being immigration attorneys, even though immigration was part of our family stories, right? So that's really
Uh,
interesting. And then we ended up doing that. Um, as far as your question is concerned, I think it's important to change. I think it's important to do new things, and I think it's important to challenge yourself. I had been working with a a very reputable firm based out of New York for over 13 years, and I just was in a place where I wanted to
well,
challenge
not that
myself.
firm.
I
From
wanted to do
the
something
initial
different,
position,
and I wanted to grow. And
from the initial small firm to the medium sized firm. What if you recall even it was so long ago. But what was that transition like? Because a lot of people are working for small firms and they like it, but at the same time, working at a bigger firm has its own perks and brand and all that kind of stuff. What are some of the major stuff that caused you to change back then, like 13 years ago?
I think there's a lot of financial reasons, to be quite
Yeah,
honest. There's a lot better financial compensation when you're moving from a small firm with two other attorneys and you're moving to a firm that is bigger and has more attorneys. I also wanted to work with larger clients and I wanted to work with more people and learn. I think
yeah.
that one of the great things about working at a larger firm or even a medium-sized firm is that you get to work with people from so many different backgrounds and you can learn so much. So it was really about learning, advancing my career, and trying to challenge myself for sure.
I hear you. I hear you. Smaller firms have some sort of ceiling to them. That's just there. So I feel you, especially when it's a family team you're working with.
Yeah,
They have their own systems
but
and everything.
I must say though, I'm very happy that I started off at such a small firm because I learned so much. I had to do so much of the administrative stuff and so much of the writing and so much of the form preparation myself. If I had started off at a bigger firm, I probably wouldn't have had to do all that hands-on those hands-on tasks.
Hmm.
So working at a small firm, I think definitely put me in a good place when I was able to make the jump to larger firms. It gave me skills that I learned that I don't know if I would have had otherwise.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm incredibly grateful to the opportunities that I got when I first started out.